Well. My game is frozen. Of course, try to do dramatic, and then it does not like me. I'd start the second I saw. Okay, it crashed. It crashed. Okay. Yeah, I see how it is, Minecraft. Okay, buddy. You know what? Black screen works. That works, you know. Oh my god. Let me swap back to the other screen. Oh my god. Who's ready for some drama? What is this game? On Minecraft. Oh, are there any other burn-related songs that I have in my playlist? To really span this one out. Hey, Zen. It crashed the second I started talking, and it feels weird to stop talking now. Oh, I really sang up the burning motif yet of the stream. This fits the Fallout stack and all. Let's go, chat. Alright, serious mode, law time. Law time. I expect it to have loaded by now. Oh. Well. We're back. And we have a lot of progress to do. Because we need our vault back. We need everything set up, alright? And protect this blade. Because at the minute, there is no security at all. I mean, this is hardly a finished room, is it? Don't tell me this water's still up there. The door already failed. God damn it. Okay. So, it is time to because last time I was around, I remember a certain god trying to be like acting as if we were the next target. So, you know, I think having a nice little base setup before someone else tries and attacks me would be a nice improvement, you know? It would be a nice... It would just be fun. It'd be nice. So... we need terracotta. So it's not just grey, you know? We'll get that door hooked up eventually. We're gonna have to do everything ourselves though, because the least amount of help we need from the outside, the more secure it is. Because it wouldn't be the first time we get betrayed by someone in our little area. I'll set some music on the good old Pip-Boy and we'll get to work. No, we won't. We'll set some tonally thematic music before we're doing a sequel from Muppets Most Wanted starts playing. Actually, there we go. All right. But yeah, hopefully whoever is out there listening to this recording in the future is doing all right. Or if not, then, you know, maybe you'll have some fun listening. Who knows? But there's only a certain amount of ways you can survive out here. And yeah, any source of entertainment is probably better than none. I swear the heat from this sword is the only thing keeping me alive at points in this wasteland. Oh, it's free. There's slight warmth in the bunker, even if it is wide open. Alright. Power of flight. You know, light. Ready to go. Do we have any more targets? No. I could check the main area. See if anyone else gathered it on their travels. I haven't seen anyone around in ages. I think everyone stays to himself more nowadays. I mean, it's good for me. I don't get questions on the bunker. The less people ask, the less lies I have to tell. But yeah, I think everyone just kind of sits around and mopes in their own sadness nowadays. Which, can't blame them. I mean, it's what I do, but I think I'm more visible doing it, I guess. We could do. We have light ground, which seems like it's the best. In other news, I know the old vault has been sacked by someone. Yeah, it's not as good as it used to be, but I mean, we can salvage what's left. And you know what? That we will do. Worst case, most people's homes are already built into the... In fact, if we just reinforce this section, we don't have a sturdy door. Right, we can come back and put a door, but as long as we keep down here safe, then up here doesn't really matter as much. I mean, I don't even know if a bunker's worth it to survive the fallout, man. It's everyone. Oh, I was gonna say most people made it out, but that was the exception. I mean, a lot of people didn't. But dwelling on that, will not help anyone. So we will just keep working. All right. Hopefully we can get it just dealt with. Even this main room. I think this main room's the most important one we've got, honestly. As long as this still stands, out of what we have at the minute, it's the most important. The desk is more for appearance at the minute. We haven't got anything hooked up, and the floor is horrible. We could work on that. We could get the floor dealt with. We need one that meshes together, like, fully. Yeah, we could do that. Is that the best option? Yeah, this door will be the foundation of our safety gun. We don't need anything too fancy in here. Where'd I get the torch from? The entire point of the base is to get the upper hand against anyone that comes in. Even if that is the people we're trying to protect. Because the last thing I need is more chaos inside it. Alright. I think that's a good accent block. Ignoring the safety risks that this has, it's easier than breaking down the door. But yeah. The goal of this whole base, this whole production at the minute is to make sure that when something bad happens again, because it will. Like, let's be honest for a minute. I have lied to myself enough times to know that it will not go back to how it was before. Not my efforts, not anyone else's can do that. That copper. But the goal is to take charge of that new status quo, whatever it may be. and make sure that we're not left fumbling with what remains here. Because last time, let me tell you, last time, I think about it, and you was prepared. Sure, he lost in the end, but he wasn't swift enough. If he went at us from the beginning, we would have died like bugs. But, and that's the type of position we need to put ourselves in. We need to remove the reaction and become the action, if that. Nice. Okay. Anyway, what's been up with you, everyone? Huh? Whoever you are out there in the void that is left behind in the eternal wake of time marching. What's up with you? Oh, hold on. Far yet here in the void? I assume so. Not that I can read anyone's messages. I'm assuming it's Barian, but I've dealt with it before. Cold. It's dark. Hopeless. Rise and shine, though. You know, there's work to do. Yeah, whenever the other one takes power. Thankfully, that's semi being dealt with now. I mean, not fully, but we've come to a compromise since the last time we had a little chat. Boot up the old recording device. Now he takes over at the night, and I help him with this project. I'm a domino. But honestly, the more things go on, I kind of forget where the old started and the new begins, if that makes sense. Everything that happened feels like millennia ago. I still have my mission. I have my goals. To establish myself in control when everything goes down. Or at least my legacy. I mean, hopefully, but before anything goes wrong again, I'm a rotting corpse in the ground. Always good to take precaution. That are... I'll take being around for a long time. Because in Chaos, people fight... Oh, that's a much better block. Wait, does that just look better? Oh, that looks miles better. Oh my god, bro. Oh, wait, back to dramatic monologue. In chaotic situations, people always aim for control, you know? Resemblance of the old days is what people ask for. I can tell you from experience. This is not the vibes. Hold on. Being able to regain a semblance of normality is what people look for in life-changing and dramatic situations. And if we can establish that sense of normality, if we can be the provider, then we're in a very different situation than what we once were. Because I've realized more recently that by staying the same, by trying to change the surroundings, it led to me being behind and me losing. Once you accept the new way of life, the new way of being, the new situation, well, it becomes a lot more interesting. I mean, life's already changed so much since being unfrozen from what it once was. Why should the same beliefs, limitations, whatever the hell, still play a role in how we are? I mean, sure, before then, there's 1,000 things I wouldn't have done prior to this situation. But at the same time, I'm not the same person that was making those decisions. The beliefs, the opinions, the morals, they change. They adapt with how things go. And if I stayed the same, it'd be different. You know, it just wouldn't help anymore. What is the point of, I don't know, resisting committing truly horrible actions like murder? Why fight that in a world where it's the way to live? You know, you can't look at the situations that we're in now. I can't look at the situations I'm in now with the same naive eyes I once looked at the past. You know? We need more Anderson into the game. Because you know, the circumstances have changed around those decisions. Or at least that's what I've been telling myself. That's what helps me sleep at night. That and the fact that if anything does happen, if they do come and call me again, well then I have a new weapon. You know, I've got the Phoenix Blade, whose scorching heat will, you know, no, it won't be a drawback. I'll just say that, you know. Yeah. If you were listening and still clinging to the old version, the old me, or if you cling to these ideologies of the old world, then yeah, I'm happy for you, you know? I'm happy you can keep that level of naivety into the world. And I'm hoping when you're listening, when you're seeing these audio logs, the world is back to normal and I look like a deranged madman with how I'm acting. That you'll never be put in situations require cold, calculated decisions, losing empathy. But if the world is the same and you still cling to these ideals, then I advise you change them before too long. Before you go down the path. Anyway, that's enough. I was complaining about everyone else moping in their own sorrows, and then I'm giving you this speech. Well, let's go over what I do know has been happening with it. There's Akira, who I haven't seen out of the house since we killed Pengu. Since the god showed up. There's Jen, who I haven't seen since Exile, I'd say. I mean, he sticks to his own devices. Gummy. I don't even know if Gummy's real, honestly. Gummy could be a figment of mine and Akira's collective imagination. But I like to think he's out there. You know. Maybe that's that naive, foolish optimism. There's Rose, who betrayed us. We've been meaning to look for them. Tie up the loose ends of the past, you know. Even if that does mean taking less than wanted actions to tie that. Before it unties itself. Then there's Pengu, he's still rotting in the ground last I checked. And then Phoenix, the bird that got away. Again, haven't seen them, so I have nothing to really report on that factor. Hopefully, they realized that it wasn't worth it and have flown off. But they're another loose end to tie up. Although I don't know if they know where we are, so we might be good on that front. And then there's an even bigger loose end. The true kind of goal behind reinventing how I'm going. You see, when we were released from the vault by someone that none of us had seen, you know, day one, it changed. New people were in this world. They were inhabiting it, and we saw a couple, but we haven't seen any since. Let me tell you. All right, I knew what Pengu was like. I knew his actions. I knew his style and how. I knew, he wasn't a wild card, right? They are, because you never know what's hiding behind some. So we need to gear up. We need to get our place operational. And then that's my role in this whole rat race done. Not that I'm not expecting to, you know, gain from this, but my personal role is done. I know the other one, uh, up there in the head. He has his own goals and aspirations that I'm honestly not that interested. He can do what he needs to, however he feels. Because I'm, you know, the overall promise of having a better style. The overall plan, it's all there in the end. Ugh. Because his plans lie long beyond past me, so. I do question what he had going on, but he refuses to divulge information. Too much of a risk, which I guess is fair considering I'm planning on spilling to whoever may be listening in the future. All I know, it involves ending the little situation going on right now. You know. It would then mean I don't have to deal with him in my head, which would be a nice old plus. We're really missing one block right now. Do we actually have no bloody anything?
Well, well, well.
We don't have any terracotta.
Well, well, well.
Oh well. Uh, Hello?
Well, well.
Oh, I can wait. Let me pause Spotify. Hello? I
Well,
cannot hear.
well,
Um, ignore. Hello? I think this counts as a blooper because I cannot hear anything through voice chat. There's no group. Ignore the spoilers, chat. Ignore.
well.
Oh, now I can hear you.
So this is where you've been all this time.
Do you want to rewind so I'm not having audio issues?
I just said, well, well, well.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So this is where you've been all this time.
Speaking of
You
loose
have
ends,
something of mine.
hello, the one that got away.
Hmm. Well, you see, I was kind of hoping that, Tengu would win and, I could just take my sword back, but
I'm
seems
sure
like
that would
I'll
have
have to
been
be taking it.
convenient.
Hmm, it makes no difference to me.
But this is what you're after,
I'll
isn't
have
it?
to be taking this different way.
I'm. Listen.
Uh, you have no idea how much power you truly wield within your hand, boy.
Oh, I think I do. I mean, sure, I might not know the full extent, but I know what I
Hmm.
need to.
If you hope to kill an actual Ephesian, you do not even possess a fraction of the power.
Oh, I don't need to. It's powerful enough in my hands.
You would think that. You wouldn't be
Also,
the first one who's tried to kill me.
I'm sure my hands are a lot safer than whatever you plan to do with the weapon.
Well, that's just the thing. I plan to put an end to it. All. All of it. Everything. This entire meaningless cycle.
Oh, but I quite like how things are going at the minute. I don't know if we need to get rid of it. I think the cycle
Well,
ended.
that's not your decision to make.
I think I'm the one with the sword here.
Well, we have a decision then. Either you hand it over,
Hmm.
and I will try, I guess, to spare your meaningless life, or I kill you anyway and take it by force.
But oh, that's a good question. Do I want my life spared? Hmm. I mean, I could ask the same thing to you. Do you want to? How about we
Uh,
could shake hands? You come calling back round. You know, when uh when I'm gone, and then you can take the sword and do all whatever you want because I lost count. Or I
I'm
could kill
done
you.
waiting. Hand it over or die.
I'm all right. I don't really want to hand it over.
You leave me with my favorite choice.
Oh come on. Pengu's gone. You don't have to continue to be evil. You don't have to.
Well, I wasn't evil in the beginning to
You
begin
don't need to be a lackey anymore. You know.
with. You thought I accidentally pressed the button on that nuke to end the world early.
Oh, he was telling the truth. That you pressed it.
I pressed it on purpose to kill everyone
And how did
and
that work?
everything. Well, I mean, bugs hardly like being stepped on.
I mean, I guess this just puts you in the same position as Pengu in the end. Hell yeah.
Hmm. Die. You see, I don't die after I make a mistake. I learn from it, come back, and
Oh.
deal with it.
No, you don't die because you run away. I remember our last encounter.
Yeah,
How's that
it
wound
is
treating
true
you?
that I left because, well, why fight you when I could have someone do my dirty work for me?
Yeah, and how did that work?
It
He's in
didn't
the
work
ground
as quite
now.
as I'll hope, I do admit.
Because you might
But I
have
intend to
your
finish what he started.
fancy wings and all that, but let me tell you, all right, humans are a lot more resilient than a lot of people give us credit for.
Oh, I know, I watched the birth of humanity.
Oh,
You
did
forget
you?
I'm over 14 trillion years old, boy.
Uh huh. How's the retirement? When's the retirement home coming out?
Hopefully soon.
Hmm.
That doesn't matter right now. You won't get to see it.
Wait, hold on. How long have you been? How long have you been around?
Over 14 trillion years.
14 trillion years. 14 trillion years, and you're still a failure. That's impressive.
Humans sure do love their smack. Oh, I love seeing the light go out in humans' eyes.
Oh, trust me, the light's not going anywhere.
I seriously doubt that, boy.
So, are we gonna stand around, or are you gonna piss off?
Well, if I wasn't already behind your back with a knife.
You're in front of me. Oh, dirty. That's dirty. What's a knife gonna do, huh? Against a blade. You've come to my house to start this. My game crashed. Oh my god, you're kidding me. My game crashed. What's low with that scuff, chat? What's low with that scuff? How you guys finding the law stream so far? To be fair, it could have been during the fight. Someone who's been alive longer than Queen Elizabeth. Okay. I don't even know what's happening, but it's entertaining. Oh, it sure is. Also, why is that Peppa Pig hater on it? Oh, that's been there for a while. Gotta share our hatred with the world, you know. I also can't believe the dramatic reveal of Phoenix arriving was ruined with bloody audio not working. Also, check. Can we take a minute to appreciate how lovely this whole little design is that I made? With the music and all. Oh my god! I just found a random dramatic music playlist, and it worked really well. With a big hair. Hey man. It's because of like bloody Assassin's Creed. Okay, chat. Back into it. Oh god. Oh god. No. Feel like I'm burning. Oh, I'm back here. Oh no. The blade. The blade. Oh, I can't. He's still there. I can't feel half of my body. It just feels like fire. But I can't let him win. No, what happened to being reactive? To being active, not reactive. This smells kind of cooling me, but it's slowing me down. What did you do? What did you
need
do?
to learn their places.
Fuck. Is this how I die?
Well, if you wish. I mean, I could try and give you a merciful end, but I mean, just look in the mirror. You see how that turned out.
What have you done to me? I just feel like I'm on fire. I can only see out of one eye.
Well, why don't you go find a mirror?
Oh, thank the guy who murdered me for putting my stuff. Thank you, thank you.
Well, I only wanted the one thing. And if you're cursed to come back in this world, well, let's hope you remember your place.
You're gonna die, my friend.
Many, many, many have tried, and yet here I stand.
You know I can't fight from here. You know, okay, it already worked one. It already failed once.
Well, I have no interest in fighting, hey.
But why? Why the
Well-
hell have you done this? Huh? You were always fine before. Then you suddenly just nuked the world. 14
there's
14
not
trillion
many things that
years
are-
causing your brains to fry. Can't tell who you are. Or have you always just been a dickhead?
Well, you see, the Phoenix that you knew is gone. So he's been replaced by this psychopath you see in front of you.
The old one.
This is not coming back anytime soon. So, well, either way, I'm not really here to chat with a burn victim, so
A what?
I'll leave you to it. Oh, that's right, there's no real mirrors in this world. I said a burn victim. You've heard the tale of Icarus, a human who thought he could fly close to the sun.
Yeah.
You thought you could fight a fusion. But instead of melting wax wings, well, I think you'll be finding out soon enough.
Oh. A lying. I'll see. I can look in the water's reflection. You're bluffing. Oh my.
Too close to the sun, you'll get burned. Farewell, little human.
I wouldn't leave just yet, Phoenix.
What the? Who goes there?
I
I'm you.
As if the day couldn't get any worse.
I've fought more unpleasant gods than you, so let's just.
I mean, you
skip the
haven't
good
yet to
part
kill me yet, Phoenix.
by a minor technicality.
I mean, you're the one who brought me back to this world anyways.
Why would you do that?
It wasn't me. I wasn't the one who was trying to kill him. At first.
Well, you did help the ritual to bring me back. And you getting that sword finished the ritual. And your cosmic energy should be withholding here soon.
Oh, So then that means I just get to kill you for free.
You'll see that nothing is the same as it was. Speaking of which, there will be some changes around here. Not that I will be causing them, but the world will be changing here soon. Why the fuck are you just sitting there?
I mean, it's not like I can fight. Might as well get a front row seat.
That's fair.
Well, now that I have my sword, I don't see you being around much longer. So, at the very least, I can at least say that the inhabitants of this world will, well, die. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Well, speaking of inhabitants, it does seem like we're getting some new people here soon.
Oh, boy, more people pulled into your little games.
No, this one's not for me. I'm not bringing these ones. They'll actually eventually to this location.
Oh. Well,
You
well,
think you're the only traveler?
of course I am. I'm the only one with a cosmic shift.
This guy's waffle.
I mean, there's more people out there than you know, than you are aware of.
So they have artifacts which I have to take. Great, so now it's back to work.
It looks like you won't be hearing much from Basic anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean?
Looks like you can barely even walk.
I was just burned. Alright, in my defense. I've survived a lot more
He
that you've
does
thrown
have
at
a
me.
point. He does have a point. I mean, he is one of the more resilient humans I've attempted to kill.
Also, at this
Oh,
point,
I was watching. You didn't put your all into it.
I'd gladly take death, honestly. If you could just speed it up. This monologue you guys
no.
are having is tiring me out.
Oh well, you'll deal with it. Well, now with me here, death won't be as easy until I decide you should die or not. I'm pretty sure Panda told you about me, did he not?
I blocked out most of the things that guy was saying.
Well, Phoenix could fill you in. I am the god of death.
Congrats.
And as long as people live in my world, I control who can die or not.
Okay.
So if you really do want your end, I guess you just have to play by my rules.
You
You guys can keep your whole arguments. I'm going to sleep. Alright. I'm good with everyone.
That's fine. I have work that needs to be done anyways.
of course.
Really knows how to make an exit. How was I not smited to death? Guys, I was hoping that would go a very different way, honestly. I mean, I've lost the sword. My whole base is a little unprotected still.
A little bit.
Can I not just wallow in my own self-pity for a minute without the guy who burnt half my face off sat here?
Well, the least I can do in exchange for that is tell you what sin is, who they are, and why they want you dead.
Well, if they want me dead, they could have done it by now.
Well, that's just the thing. To him, humans are nothing more than playthings for entertainment. In fact, any mortal he can have any semblance of control over is just a plaything for him to have fun with.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Pangu were trying to hunt him down and kill him before you took my sword.
Yeah.
You have no idea the god-slaying capabilities this sword possesses.
No, no, I did not. Question. With your, what, 12 trillion years or whatever the hell you said, could you not have waited, however many until I shuffled off this mortal coil, and then you could have just taken the sword for yourself? You know?
Well, it was either
I have at least 5 in me. You could have waited 5.
that or cosmic shunt, which I can't even begin to explain to you, but it basically entails a time lapse, I suppose you would call it. That's how you humans have come to understand it. However, there is a lot more to it than that.
Okay.
Basically, you can take two pieces of a ribbon, cut out the center, and sew the ribbon back together. I can do the same with time.
Yeah.
The issue is I don't have my full cosmic power just yet. As annoying as that is, I can't compete with sin until I get them.
Okay. So I should bet into it, right?
I've killed gods older and more powerful than sin.
So why is he still here?
In fact, with little as a thought, I could probably just destroy this material plane and recreate a new one to substitute it.
Mm-hmm.
However, that takes
And
a
you
lot of
haven't
work.
yet? Okay.
Well, it takes a lot of work and is also beyond me currently, as frustrating as that is to admit.
Mm-hmm. That's rough, buddy. You know, I do feel a lot. I feel very sorry that you can't erase the world and replace it. You know, truly a shame on humanity that that hasn't happened yet.
Are you done? Are you done eating very loudly?
Oh, I'm sorry that you can't take 5 seconds of your 12 trillion years to wait. Once again,
It's
I
just
am only
rude, you
human.
know. Well, I suppose I'll leave you to, what was it? Wallow in self-pity?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
I can tell. Farewell, little human.
Don't come back.
I make no promises.
Ugh. Greek mythology's a lie. Oh my god. Okay. What happened to hubris being the death of humanity? Huh? What happened to all that stuff? Huh? You know, because I'm trying my best to be smited here. You know? But no. God, if I have to hear them ramble about this stuff again, I'm gonna lose it. I'm actually gonna lose it. You know, I didn't ask to be brought into any of this cosmic stuff going on. You know, can the gods not just go somewhere else and fight amongst themselves? That whole humans being resilient speech before I got burnt to it, to a crisp, was all well and good, but I really wish we weren't as resilient now. Ugh. Well, that throws all of the plans that were set up in a question now. I mean, there's only so much I can do now with everything gone, with half of my body screaming out in agony because it's been burnt to a crisp. You know. But hey, if I'm not dead, I won't give up. Not for any stupid righteous reason, it's just I'm too stubborn to do it myself. And as much as I can annoy these people, as much as I can annoy them with my presence, I will continue to do so until I am dead. Because I haven't survived this long just to die to my own hand. Alright? Anyway, where was I going with everything? Let me stand up, magically looking into the camera for no particular reason with my new burnt skin. It's so lovely, isn't it? Like, guys, can we just take a moment to appreciate how ugly I am now? You know, with half my skin gone. And canonically only being able to see out of one eye. It truly is a miracle that, like, everything else didn't burn. Movies also lied. I thought being a puppet of the gods was meant to be not great, but I thought better than this. Bringing up the kill. They really do know how to annoy me, don't they? I see one for. I have a feeling, by the sounds of things, you know, not to be a doom spreader or whatever, but I have a feeling that there might not be anyone actually around to hear these little audio logs I've been making. Although I'm sure someone might come in and save the day, but probably not. You know, I can hope. You know that we're still standing at the end, but probably not. I have much to think about on how is our goal even worth it, guys? You know, to be able to fight on, know when things are happening, all that. Does it have a point anymore? Now that everything's gone down. I mean, I guess we might as well do something before we get murdered. Looking like a true silver. Actually, you know what? If hubris hasn't struck me down already, then I will dedicate the rest of my existence to start being in spite of the gods. Or whatever the hell they are. Because I think I'm long gone being able to not be smited. I'm really just throwing. Nah. I think law's done. I think we got the most of the plot beats done. I don't know if there's more. I'm just building my house now. What did you guys think of that one? Of Icarus? I'm really just trying to shoehorn Greek mythology into everything I stream now, guys. If you could not tell. Because I woke up like I woke up like this morning. I was like, "Ooh, okay, I could really just call this stream Icarus. That'd be a banging." And then yeah, from what I saw, it was amazing. You didn't miss too much, I don't think. If I remember correctly, you didn't miss too. Just a bit of blabbering on. The main event was let me change the pin message. What is the pin message? Well, laws might still be on because I might dip in and out of character still. I'm not sure, so you can keep it at that if you want. But yeah, guys, there's the new skin. What a lovely, beautiful new skin in relation to the Tundra SMP design. Do you guys want a little out of law context about stuff? You guys want me to go a little out of law, spoilery a little bit? Dude looks burnt. Okay, that was the point. That's good. Like behind the scenes stuff. Okay, cool. Give me like 2 minutes to run to the toilet, and then I'll get you guys there. I will leave you with the really cool new starting, not new starting soon, but the specific starting soon screen because I really like it. But I'll be right back. Oh yeah, lovely paint I added. Why is the game crashed again? Oh my god, chat. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Yeah, no. I guess I can go over like behind the scenes stuff though. Originally this was meant to happen last law stream, or last like full law stream. Music's replaying. Okay, let me just throw on them in. Also, chat, hold on, let me just say this might be the most unserious law stream while being the most serious one I've ever done as well. Because the whole point of the law stream, like, the key thing was gods fighting and I get burned, right? Hence the whole like Icarus thing and like Icarus and burning motif of the stream. Because the whole flying too close to the sun and pushing your own luck. Anyway, right? It might also be the most unserious one Because I spent the start of the stream listening to Jack Black's I Feel Alive from the Minecraft movie. This, unironically, played during the stream. During Law. By my own choice. And that's why I love Tundra Law, chat. Because my character just kind of wants to die by now. Or he's my main one. And what? Hubris was never the fault of anyone. Dice rolls being redeemed. We have redeems off, but I can do dice rolls. Just in case Law does strike back up, because I'll kind of semi-be in character for the rest of it. You got a 9. How wonderful. But yeah, for context on what this stream originally was planned, that we'd got, okay, what happened today was what was planned for today. However, what happened prior was with the last our last big Law stream, which was like confronting Pengu and all of that. What was meant to happen was that during that fight with Pengu and Phoenix, I get burnt. And it's kind of like a big shift to the status quo of I've just been burnt, but Pengu's also dead, right? Whereas it is now, but what happened just due to time and stuff, that ended up getting pushed back to, we have a new, so Pengu dies, resetting everything back to more chill and more of a chill period, to what I genuinely think is a better kind of decision, but timeline reworkings and stuff, hence why it happened much later. Now, instead of this happening during that, it then instead flows a lot more naturally, I feel, where it's, we win, it builds a false sense of security and stuff where, you know, Pengu's dead, but then Phoenix to come right through and demolish that by burning me and everything becoming back, kind of thing. But yeah. Yeah, me being burnt has been planned for a while. It was one of the few things about my character that I had set in stone for a long time. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the Lost. AKA just watching a man try and tempt fate numerous times and somehow not dying from it. Oh, this needs to go up one. Also, we got meaningful work done on our base here, chat. So, successful stream, minus the burn. Feel alive. But yeah, this might, I very much like this stream. From what's happened lore-wise, I think it was good. I think everyone did a good job, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, the main scuff being the fact that I couldn't hear Phoenix to begin with, I think it's good. It could have been a lot worse, you know, with things not working. It could have went a whole lot worse. But yeah, here's our cool little brutalist base so far, chat. That we do be making. Now, we're not having celebration. Okay. I can deal with I Feel Alive, but celebration after being burned. Okay. We can chill out there, Spotify. We'll put a different upbeat song on. Because Pokemon Horizons is very good, and this is the intro from it. This is all I've been doing the past few days, by the way. Just watching Pokemon Horizons. It does simply just be very good. Every day. But yeah, now Law's pretty much done. How's everyone doing, chat? How is everyone doing? Yeah. Oh, why? Oh. Well, let me check. I'm annoyed we lost the sword. I knew it would happen, but I liked that sword. That sword kept me alive, you know? Oh yeah, Law's done, everyone's left. I'm to nap. Have fun, gang. Good job in the law. I've worked tomorrow. No, that's so far. That's so far. Also, chat, very important for Law, I booked my second viewing of the Minecraft movie today. For next week. It's gonna be so good. I was worried I was gonna lose that fight. Oh my god. To be fair, I'm very glad that didn't go wrong. I'm very glad I lost that fight. Because I would have laughed very hard if I survived. Because I died during the fight I meant to win. And then it'd just be my luck to lose the fight I was meant to win. To win the fight I was meant to lose. Okay, why is Google not working? I need to check something. So we're down at half health? Chat, we are simply that good, okay? We're just that good. Oh, I can put everything like back on screen now. I can put everything back on screen. Okay, Google does not want to work at all. Let me. The redeems. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds after, and you had 3 hearts left. At least it went the right way, you know. We put up a fight at least. I was worried it was gonna go down really quickly, and that I'd like die in one hit because I had like no armor on. Like that's honestly how I expected it to go, and it went a lot stronger than I expected. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're just gonna be working on the best there. And to use it. No, that's so far. Because I have them like beat up diamond armor and leather boots. Because this server is hard, chat. This server's difficult and the mines are scary. Because cave dwellers. So, I like just staying with low stuff. But yeah, I think the last stream went pretty good, you know. Minus me crashing after dying. and not being able to hear Phoenix at first because of my audio settings. Everything else went pretty a-okay. Oh, that's annoying me. You won't even see this part of the base. I do not know why I'm covering it up. But hey. Chat, this base looks so dull in like the good way. Like, that sounds very negative, but we want it to look dull. Brutalism is like the word to describe brutalism is dull. I'm just adding a bit of color so it's not just grey. Kind of lower that scuff. No, that's so true. It's not a law stream until 7 things go wrong. Okay. That's what I always say. Can I please just start collecting an item that isn't at the bottom of the sea? Hey, Zircon. TLDR on the law, because it's kind of mainly finished now. I'm a burn victim. I no longer have my cool fire sword because it was taken from me by the person I took it from. So you could say I flew too close to the sun. Oh. See, chat, the name wasn't just me wanting to use a Greek mythology reference. You know, I pushed my luck and got burned. I played with fire. Does anyone have items I can steal off them? I don't want to gather Claire. Like, in the nicest possible way, guys. Anybody? Gentle Giant, my good friend. My good friend. May I commit theft? I don't think moisturizer is gonna fix that. Neither. Chat, if I swear I hate like temperature mods for the simple fact, we can't even just go to a lush cave to get because they don't spawn because it's one biome. Maybe makeup. Ooh, maybe. We could make like a skin mask. I don't know where we get the skin from or who'd we get the skin from. But like, we could. That might fix it. Whose skin? Yeah, that's the issue. I think Pengu canonically is a bit too decomposing right now to use. It is a miracle I've not been banned off this platform, chat. It is a miracle. It is a miracle I've not broken TOS yet. Who knows? Maybe during the KFC dating sim stream. That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Hello, folks. Uninspired as a playwright. No, please don't jinx it. Don't worry, guys. YouTube.com will take me if I did jinx it. Listen, we hit 220, and that was the deal. I'm not sure you'll like it, Basic. We hit 220, and that's the deal. All right. I think it'd be very funny, though. I know nothing about it. It just sounds very funny. I forgot to be called my actual name is so. Oh God. I want to be a YT. Yeah. Hey, Red Ox. Chat, we are burning today. We're not burning, we're freezing. Jesus. I don't even know what temperature it is anymore. TLDR for everyone coming in, because the law has kind of died down. You might get a dramatic monologue, but it's mainly just vibing with chat at the minute. I've now become a burn victim. You know, guys, truly, Tundra Basic might be my most beautiful Minecraft skin. Victim seems like an understatement. I just really like the character Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Unrelated to my current state, chat. Just thought I'd add that. For those that know, alright, ignore the Pokeballs, that's from Base Gatsby. Ignore Shrek. The Nanami outfit was ended up being a prediction. Nanami is mid. Whoa. Okay. 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 Can we can chill on the lies in the chat here. Are we on top? Okay, I never said they were a bad character. It's just Nanami's the GOAT. Nanami's not my favorite character, but they are the GOAT. Basic redeems. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm very forgetful today. He's hardly in the show before he dies. He is in the show a lot. He's in it more than Toge. Am I saying that right? I can't remember how he says it. I need to rewatch them. Well, how did you start a war? Your basic will agree with that. Guys, can I stop getting called out in the Twitch chat, please? Where'd they go? They were turned off for the law. Chat, can we... One Stardew playthrough. One Stardew playthrough, chat, and it becomes... He has to become my favorite character. My favorite character is Mahito. No, that's a joke. I hate that guy. Anyone who's not watched JJK is just like, what? That water gun fight with a whole bottle of water over my manager. I don't think that's a law. I think that's grounds to be fired. I think that's grounds to be fired rather than a water gun fight. But I can pretend I have. Let's go. 9 win lol. That's so funny. Oh, he gets it. He gets it. Alright, Zircon. No, Zen, sorry, you got a 2. Zircon, you got a 19. What a wild range of rolls today, chat. Yeah. Alright, chat. It's been a week probably since I tried to get you guys on the free run train. So new show alert for me to blab in your ear about until you guys watch it, which you guys probably won't. Because JJK has been going for like a year and still not there. I don't know, find some. Oh my god, he knows so much! Free run, it's so good. Guys, it's so good. It's well over 14 trillion years. It is canon. It's canon now. It's so good, chat. You should watch that. But also, Pokemon Horizons. Galaxy will also agree with that because we've been watching it together with Lapis. It's so good. That's what my What's cracking, y'all? Y'all grooving? OP2, let's go. Let's go. Chat, watch Pokemon Horizons. It's so good. However, watch the sub, not the dub. I usually watch the dub for shows, but the sub's a lot better because the intro for the intro for the dub is very for kids. All right, kids bop to the extreme. But yeah, Pokemon Horizon sub peak. Do you have to pirate it? Yes, unless you're the police, in which case, no, you can watch it legally. I would never do that, chat. Piracy is against the law and bad. Rule pretend. Why do you care, though? Oh, I saw that as well. It loses a lot. That's fair. Although the dub voice acting in a lot of in some shows was really bloody good, and I will stand on that train. Also, it's easy to watch. I know my faults. All right, I know my faults, Jay. You don't have to point them out. My game is pointing out by freezing, though. Okay, there we go. Listen, there's some shows, right, where I feel like unless that is true. That is true in most countries. It can lead to a fine in some, but the UK has too much to deal with to deal with it. Unless you're the distributor, in which case you can get them. Ooh, what movie? What movie? There are some, like the movie Parasite we watched in film, and oh my god, that movie would be so much worse dubbed. I feel like anything live action is terrible dubbed because it just looks awkward because it matches up so much worse. Parasite's a really good film, quite dark though. Yeah, to be fair, we the British are the people that can complain the least about stealing. All right, we can't really complain about stealing stuff, can we? I will stop pirating when we stop putting stuff in our museum. Ooh. I haven't heard of that one. I think, to be fair, subbed, I have always liked, I've never minded subbed, right? And there's some shows that I mainly watch in dub, though, because, like, Solo Leveling, is completely just action, right? I'd rather be able to just watch it than having to like read the subtitles and stuff. Also, the dub's actually pretty good in Solo Leveling. But like other shows, like Horizons, is just a lot better subbed. Also like I brought up Firewatch, not Firewatch. I brought up Parasite, which is a Korean film. It's Solo Leveling mentioned mid-mention. Yes, Firewatch. I do, chat. I do have Firewatch on the brain, as always. No, what was I gonna say? I had a specific Parasite. It was a fun watching film studies. It's not animated, but it's like a Korean drama, I guess. I guess it's drama. But it's a film that I think loses all purpose if it's dubbed, because the whole it's like a huge commentary on like the on the like class disparity in Korea. And I think I think that kind of vibe would be ruined if you had some guy, you know, screaming on in English. and so out like unlinked to the thing. I think they can lose a lot of emotion when dubbed. I think it depends on the dub team. I think a lot of older anime especially has that issue. Because a lot of the time, they don't care who's doing they didn't care who was doing the dubbed. Right? Because like, oh, just get it done, you know, make money. I can't remember the name of the show, but I know there was one show that a lot of people liked the dub more, simply because they had no limit to what the cast could do, and they just said whatever the hell they wanted. And it has no connection to the original show, but apparently has just like the most outrageous dub that's ever existed. Which I find very funny. And sometimes, not spoil the plot, because English would not be it. Yeah. I think it depends on like what the show is. Because if a show is so inherently, or series is so inherently baked into the location it's set in, having it in that language is the best way, right? Especially, like I said, Parasite, where it's so intrinsically, the entire plot is based around the real life issues that is the social divide in Korea. That, like, you know, having it in English would ruin that theming a lot more. But like when it gets to like when it gets to a show that's like, it's just set in like a fantasy world, I don't really think it matters as much. It's whatever you prefer. Night, Ellie. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the law. But yeah, genuinely, I watched like 3 episodes of the subbed for Pokemon Horizons. And then in one episode I was like, I'm gonna see what the dub's like, right? Because I want to see what the intro was like mainly. Because I started a couple of months ago like, watching the dubbed, and then I kind of fell off it, and then I just picked it back up from the start again, but subbed. And the voice, not even the intro, right? The intro's much better subbed, but the main thing that hit me was the main character sounded so much more engaged with the plot and so much more like fitting than the dubbed. This isn't like a dig on the dub's performance, but I think it's just compared to the subbed. But then I really like the dubbed cast for Freerun. I think they do a really good job. But that's also because I really like Freerun shit. I'm a big enjoyer of that show. It's really good. And I think you should all watch it. But yeah. I think originally when I started watching anime and stuff, I was like, I don't want to watch subbed. I want to watch it in English. But now I'm a much more like, I don't really care. You know. The only time I think I've had a experience where I've watched the subbed but prefer the dubbed is Demon Slayer, because I was really invested, right, with it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch the dub to like finish the season because it's done. But I feel like I do quite like when Demon Slayer has to be fair, the sub was quite good. It's just the season I watched on was kind of crap compared to like the rest of it. Compared to the rest of Demon Slayer. But I also just prefer the dub because that's what I'm used to for the characters. I was thinking that some like things will sound better in the original language as words express it. The Pokemon Horizons anime might be the funniest thing I've watched though. Kind of related to that. Because it has the Japanese name for the Pokemon. And it makes me laugh at the Gen 1 Pokemon's names, because they did not care when naming them, because they have, like, the names in Japanese, but then it'd just be like, the translation is Spark, like one of the electric types or something. Krabby is already not that original of a name for the Pokemon in English. My guy is called Crab in Pokemon, in the Horizons. My guy's Japanese translated name is Crab. And I love that. Shout out to Magby's name is Booby, yes. That was a great episode. It was the last one we watched, and it was very filler based, and it wasn't amazing. But that simple fact was very fun.